they didn't.
Okay.
The support I got was from my family. My parents really supported me both there and even when I came to Nairobi. I remember my mom coming almost all the time from Meru, carrying everything.
Analeta chakula.
Analeta chakula. Na hata school fees, sometimes they could help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could, and I got help from the teachers also. You know, you are talking to them.
Right.
I could go, like I went to Ngara school one time because I was going to tell them, give my daughter at least a week. And the deputy says, I'll never forget that day. She tells me, Mama Ruth, the giant people, you call them the giants, those who support, they came and we gave Ruth's name. And they have paid. And when they paid for the whole year.
So she was able to be sponsored.
She was able to be sponsored for that year. And I got many miracles.
It was a small graces that God was providing.
Yeah, you know, when my husband died, I was not born again. I was just religious, you know. You don't know, but I came to know the Lord later, 87. And the church where I joined, God gave me grace with them because they were supportive, very supportive, very supportive.
And we thank God for that.
I thank God for that. Yeah.
And Frida, what about you? How do you feel like society stigmatize widows, especially?
Not even society, even friends.
Even friends.
Yes.
What was your experience with that?
First of all, I lost, in fact, almost all my friends after my husband passed on, especially the women friends. Perhaps like Janet has said, maybe they thought I would interfere with their families.
Yeah, now you become a threat almost,
yes,
because their husband might take you as a second or third wife.
And then after that, they kind of look at you like a burden, like you're going to take your problems to them, asking them to give you money, to support you. So they keep off. So I found myself alone, literally alone, as in if I had to do anything, it had to be me. If I had to look for money, it would be me. If I had to talk to my children, it would be me. I didn't have anybody, any support from any quarter. And the beauty of it all is that even with all that, I'm a very strong believer in God. So I kept believing God would do the miracles. And he did the miracles because I was able to bring up those children. They finished school, they got employed. And by the time my children were just about to get out of school is when I got born again. So now I had the support from the church. That's where the church came in. And I was able to do the little things that I needed to do after they were already out of school and now maybe wanting some little help here and there. I got the church to help me, to assist me, to talk to them, to maybe to be there for them. And for that matter, I was able now to see the bigger picture, that it's not about them, it's about God. Why did I have to pass through this? Maybe so that I can encourage other people that even after 27 years, life can still go on.
And let's talk about that, because Janet, yours is 44 years as a widow, yours is 27 years. Yes. So these 44 years, these 27 years, you've never remarried?
No.
Why was that? Was it by choice or was it by circumstance?
I think I didn't, with that load of burden over me, all my love was directed to my children. I couldn't think of carrying my children to another man. I always thought they would perhaps mistreat them, although I don't think whether I had any time of that, because the burden was too much.
So you were not open to it at all? You focused on now being there for your kids? Being there for my kids. And also the fear that you're saying, which man will accept you, which family will accept you with 5 kids? Yeah, because when my in-laws were mistreating me, they were saying she is too young, she'll get married. Then I was asking them, who will marry me with 5 children? So my mind for marriage was not there. Just closed up on that? I closed up on that. Any regrets? No. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Now you are a grandmother? Of 12. Of 12? And I am happy. Okay. Yeah. And what about you, Frida? yako ni 27 years.
Yes. I didn't get remarried, but I think me the circumstances, because like my sister says, the workload was so much, and you hardly think about getting married. Your mind is occupied. I'm occupied with thinking about those children. I'm occupied with thinking about their school fees, who will visit them at school, who will do their homeworks, house girls come and they run away. You understand all those issues in the family. Then I was working in the bank. I used to have keys for the safes, you know. I was a senior officer.
So you're a career woman, you're a mom, you're a dad,
yes.
you're everything.
I was everything. So I think it didn't come at that point.
Right.
Yeah. But
do you think it's harder perhaps because you've been very candid saying for you it was not by choice, it was by circumstance.
Yes.
Because hakuna simba ambaye alikaribia ambaye angeza kukusaidia na hiyo responsibility.
Exactly.
So do you feel like that's another point of stigma that widows go through, because they would perhaps love companionship, and I'm sure now, because you're both glowing, can I tell you guys, these women, they are in their prime time. Janet is 74, Frida, you're 74 years old. 73 years old, we are sorry. You can't even tell. You know?
Thank God. Yes.
You thank God, like you've lived such full lives.
Yeah.
And as single women now, for literally now, most of your life you've been single than married at this point.
Imagine. That is it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what advice would you give any woman who perhaps now is finding herself in widowhood and like both of you, no support from family, no support from friends, watoto wako pale, what's the one thing you would tell her?
Yeah, I think that the first thing is to know that there is God. Yeah, life may be tough, but it won't be forever. Life goes in seasons. You might be in that season, that time. But if you keep on believing and you keep on working towards breaking through, it will come. It won't be forever. Yeah, problems will go. Like now my children were in school. Slowly, it just went. One day at a time. Although it's not very easy. It's not very easy. Sometimes you find that it overwhelms you. Like me, I almost left my children because there was 83. I was in nursery, the hospital for 3 months. At that time, my children are in Dandora with the neighbors. I thank God for the neighbors who were there.
You had good people around.
I had good people around me. Yeah, I think it's good also to be in good terms with
That's
the
why
people.
They say, choose your friends.
Yeah, the people who are near you, because like that time now, my children would be just alone. But after that, God helped me. When I was almost also leaving them, I came back. So the time will come when it will pass away.
For sure.
Yeah.
What about your advice to widows?
First of all, widowhood is tough. One grieves a lot, and time does not heal. That's what I would like to tell them. Time does not heal. However, if you focus on God, heals. But even with focusing on God, one needs to go for counseling. Because remember I said I went through a lot of health issues at that time because I was going through depression. I actually got depression. Yeah. So they need to go for counseling. Yeah, see a therapist for them to help them to go through. But also if they can get a program that deals with healing, like the one Backlands Baptist Church runs, it's called Grief Share, where people go through healing sessions where they are able to talk it out, because once you keep everything in your heart, it accumulates and it also puts you down. But if you're able to talk it out, talk your issues out, when it comes out, you're able to get some relief of some sort. So I would advise them to also go for not just counseling, but they can also attach them to such programs, the healing programs that can help them move forward. Because remember, when you're grieving, you affect even your families. Even the next person who is next to you, they also get affected by that grief. It's not just about you. It's about everybody who is near you. So it's good to just go forward and see where you can get some counseling, and also that healing sessions, that a place that you can be able to talk it out. Even if you have friends, you can talk to your friends, talk it out, get it out of your heart, and you'll be able to move forward, and you'll be able to live you know, it's called a new normal.
And there you go, you know. And one thing about depression usually is repressed feelings, repressed emotions. So find a support group near you, talk about it. That will help you at least to move past it. Well, that's all we have on this part of the show. Don't go too far. We'll be right back after the break.